having some amazing time outside, some lovely time with the green trees, some lovely time that we want to see in all of the vacation celebrations in India. Normally on this day we will be on the beach, so I'm really outside. Yeah, right now, outside. That is what we are up to today. And that is what we are doing with cheering in the Christmas cheers. Happy Christmas to everyone. I hope everyone celebrated the day with friends, with family, and let us continue to celebrate seasons together. And today we actually want to also talk about seasons 2024. I know on our AWOKH Instagram page, on our AWOKH Facebook page, with our seasons fashion motivations, I've said a lot, and with our fashion book Saturdays and Sundays, there was lots of motivation that we're gonna probably within due time publish in book form. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna publish the whole season's motivation edition, and I'm gonna add onto every motivational message that we had with our Saturday and our Sunday photos. And we are going to our main goal that we have is that we want to actually publish the AWOKH fashion book in a motivational seasons book edition. And for all of that, I'm just gonna have to work very hard on the publication of the AWOKH seasons fashion book 2022-2023 and the motivations of that. And it's a woman motivational booklet. We were gonna exactly talk about and motivates about our birth womb and our representation and how we present ourselves. So I'm really gonna motivationally write about every motivational message that we posted on our Instagram. So with every motivational message, there's gonna be a pager that is a motivational pager on every month's motivational messages that we had, right? So we had a topic for every month. We designed a topic for every month, and with the designing a topic or theme for every month, we are going to broaden on that with publishing the book. And for that, I'm gonna really have to design the cover. I designed the cover myself on Canva, and I do everything on Canva. So for those of y'all who are starting with fashion business and with Instagram, but when you really feel that fashion is what you love doing, you're gonna have to learn a lot the way what does fashion with you means, right? So it's one thing that you fashion with other fashionistas and with other fashion designers that knows that they are designers in the fashion industry, they are models in the fashion industry, they are managers and owning fashion businesses. And it is another thing to learn that you love fashion, but you love fashion in a way that 2024 is our AWOKH magazine. Yes, we add onto this year. So in 2024, we're going to add onto all that we have worked on 2023. So part of our motivations would be our... So another thing in our AWOKH bag this year goes our AWOKH magazine. So we have one item in our bag, and that is our AWOKH magazine that has already sold, and that is already a fine design, designed by me and the motivations. It's a woman motivational magazine. and it's already doing good on stripe.com. If you want to really order in on our 2024 magazine, we will, by the 1st of January, share the front page of our 2024 edition, and then we will have it available on stripe.com. That is our AWOKH magazine. Another item in our bag that you can buy in and is our AWOKH goodie bags. This is for your seasonal spring bag, for your lunch bag to the office. This is for your seasonal beach bag, beach goodie bag that you can order with our AWOKH printing on, and we will post that also to you in whatever country you are staying in, and that you can order also on stripe.com. Another item in our goodie bag is our AWOKH tiger print t-shirts. Yes, so what we print on the t-shirt is we print either the tiger print, big print on the back of the t-shirt, and in front of the t-shirt we print a motivational message, and then we have the lion print that you can also order on stripe.com. We will send you an email on the printings that we have available and how we design the printings for you. So what we print on would be on a printed t-shirt. You can say the color t-shirt that you desire. And on the color t-shirt, we print the tiger print, and we print the lion print. And then we do the motivational message in the front part of the t-shirt, right? So we don't put the label of AWOKH very big on the t-shirt, but we send the email when you put your order through on stripe.com on your t-shirt, and the order comes to my email, and I will email you directly after your order comes through to our email, and on that you can order your type of AWOKH t-shirt, right? And we will send you the designs, and then you can decide what design you would want on your t-shirt. What we also design on our AWOKH Pro and our AWOKH t-shirts is our AWOKH profile logo, our face photo, our AWOKH logo photo that we want, that we do also do the print of a AWOKH face, and we do the motivational message. That is a woman, lovely woman t-shirts. We can do this for guys also if they really want to share on the motivational messages. We know a lot of stores sell t-shirts with motivational messages, so we also do the motivational AWOKH fashion t-shirts so that you can order directly on stripe.com, AWOKH business, by Ribea, Elise. You can search on there. There's a link on our Instagram page that you click on the link, you order on stripe.com, and we send you the details through by email on what you would prefer, and we do the contact further by email. We post to different international countries so you can support our AWOKH business. That's 3 items in our goodie bag. For people staying in New Zealand that wants to order an AWOKH cup, motivational cup. For women in New Zealand, they can order a AWOKH motivational cup that have the printed motivational message on, and we post that locally in New Zealand. What else? Look at our lovely printing, everyone. Let me just quickly see on that. It looks very nice, right? So it's like that's a AWOKH brand. That is a motivational message that says, be your unique you. Lovely printing, be your unique you. And then woman empowered 2020. Stripe.com, via our stripe.com, our AWOKH caps is also available in our goodie bag, and you can order a complete package also. That we will update just the details of the complete package on stripe.com, and then share on those goodinesses. Our picnic bags and picnic baskets, AWOKH picnic bags and picnic baskets, I have not yet made it available. What I want to do is I'm going to have to decide, because I want to also locally sell AWOKH picnic boxes. And in the picnic boxes, I want to really design the whole bottle of wine, the snacks, that I add onto the AWOKH picnic box, and then you can order that also via stripe.com locally in New Zealand, and we post the AWOKH picnic basket to you. So those are our goodies in our AWOKH bag that we have started advertising in 2022. Everyone has seen our AWOKH picnic box on our spring fashion beach photos that we had the two-piece on. That is our kind of a picnic box that we have available. We are just going to share a little bit more on details on stripe.com once I really decide on when the picnic boxes are available. But you can see your orders through once I update the details on stripe.com. Send your orders through or send email before that so that I know what people would desire to have, right? And that is what about picnic boxes. It would be a complete snack box, right? That we locally provide for picnics locally in Auckland, New Zealand, yeah. So we would make that available locally. That's about picnic. There's other things available there on stripe.com. We've got African printed skirts, yes. I get my African printed skirts. I went to South Africa in 2020, 2019 and 2020. And I then went to people that really designs and really have bulk design of, for people who love African. I know some women love African print skirts, right? So there is those skirts available. I have it on stripe.com. You put your order through, I get it on very much affordable prices. I know internationally, when we are international and we want to buy the African printed dresses and skirts, then we have to pay loads of money. I know in New Zealand it is very costly. But I get it very affordable in South Africa directly, right? I have family members that directly. I have spoken to a lot of to a few business owners in South Africa that is from Africa itself that has the printed skirts available for us when we really want to, we really want to have the printed skirts that are not so costly. That is also available on AWOKHstripe.com. There's your printed skirts here, different designs of printed skirts that are available. But what we do, because I have family that are managing that project for me from South Africa directly, a family member, my brother. So what he does is he would actually send photos through to me on what the store designs are, and from that design we post and handle their design from there to the client directly. So we have a few printed designs available on stripe.com, but we will email the direct available designs to the client, and we will have the direct available designs available. And that's the discussions that I had in 2020 and that I've settled with regards to the AWOKH printed skirts that are available, right? What else? All the other goodies that are available is on stripe.com. I've discussed our mental wellness programs for office people. I have really discussed a structured information page, right? It's like I've really discussed it thoroughly on in an Instagram video, and I've discussed it on a YouTube video on our mental wellness programs that are available for office people. That is that for our goodie bags for now, and for our 2024 goodie bags that we have available. We will continue with our podcast, Leading This Generation discussions. There is People of Color discussions and all our amazing relationship educations and podcasts that we also have available. We have a relationship mentorship program also available. That is a direct relationship mentorship program. It's not a marriage counseling. It's not a psychological education. So, mental wellness is also not a psychological education that you enter a room with Ribea. No, it's not. It's got nothing to do with the mental illness. It is a mental wellness mentorship program, right? It's a motivational, structured mentorship program. It is not a educational mentorship program, right? And that is what we have to tell our viewers who we live in a world that everyone lives on different perspectives of what we present. And we have to sometimes explain thoroughly on our work that we present out there that are available. And I do it thoroughly on my podcast. Yes, I share a lot of information on my podcast. And if you want to know more on the mentorship programs, motivational programs that we have available for us office people, then you can listen to our mentorship podcast programs, right? And you can also listen to on the Instagram video that we have made now in December recently. It's available on Instagram, and I will probably share it to YouTube sometime. It's just a basic video that explains what the mentorship program is about. And I might just prepare a basic professional structured explanation of our mental wellness video that we have, mental wellness mentorship program that we have available. When we say it is not psychological, then we say it is not for people that are mentally ill, that they have to see a psychologist or mental therapist. It is a designed program that are designed specifically for our people that find themselves in daily employment, that might be challenged in daily employment with the extensive working hours, that might be challenged with the office environment, that might be challenged with the COVID-19 season that our generation had, and they might have to find themselves back into the office, that might be challenged with the requirement to pay off a house bond and a car bond, and to earnestly work for many years, and to mentally sit in the office, and to mentally on a daily basis think about the challenge that is having to keep their employment, and it can sometimes exhaust people. And that is what our mental wellness program for the office structured program, that is what the office structured program educates, in what I explain and what I guide our office people through, right? Because really it's sometimes that I've been health and safety officer myself at Nibbly years, and I had to learn about the wellness at work, the importance of the wellness at work. And that is why I focus on the education. And another thing that you can add on that I've mentioned on the Instagram video is you can view on my career history on linkedin.com. And on LinkedIn, you search for Ribea Elise and Ribea Elise Roda, and you would find my career history. What I tell office owners that wants to contact me is do your reference checking, especially when you work with people that are on social media business owners, and you meet someone like a Ribea Elise, whose business is on different grounds and levels of business, right? Who's in the fashion industry, whose daily life is on social media, and everything about it is on social media. And then what we prefer is that office owners contact my career histories and their previous employment. I've been employed in human resources over the years, and I have about 10 years of human resources experience. And what the human resources background that I have and the health and safety background, you would get to know the Ribea Elise that would present a mental wellness office program. And with that, you would get to know the person that you would work with, right? So it's not signing an agreement with AWOKH, and we have to educate our world out there that it would not be signing an agreement with AWOKH business, but it is a structured program that is a once of structured education session that we take the office through. If the office wants to book another session, we would prepare a session for them, and we would prepare. And what I do with the mental wellness mentorship program is we would prepare the program based on the requirement of the office business owners, what they find their employees might be challenged with. And then we would structure the mental wellness program exactly designed what next to what the office requires of us to discuss and to structure for the office people, right? The office employees. You can book in sessions also of that on stripe.com, and we can work through a session within business. That would be fine for the employees as well as fine for the business owners. And that is where we are at with business in our generation. And with supporting initiatives in our generation, we educate, let's support one another, let's support businesses, let's not be difficult on ourselves. And when we get to know, when we come in contact with a Ribea Elise person, then we learn that when I work with a Ribea Elise person as a business owner, then I exactly work with the disadvantaged group in our generation. And because our generation are so much challenged and there's so much required of our generation, we have to, as business owners, educate ourselves to be fine to sign with a social media business that might be a small business owner, that might be part of where our generation are headed, that is out of the poverty state and out of the aggression and the oppression that our generation has been in. So it's very advisable for our business owners to get to know where is our generation finding feet in season, right? And when we get to know where we are finding feet in season, and we come to meet a Ribea Elise business on a social media like Instagram or YouTube or on a Facebook page. And we learn that the business really, when you listen to a podcast on leading this generation, the business sounds like it's got feet, right? It's got its position in where it's required to be in a business opinion. When you come to the Instagram page with a fashion, then you learn, okay, fashion is something that not everyone understands fashion. Not everyone understands what's happening when you go to a AWOKH fashion page on Instagram. You go to the Ribea Elise's page and you sometimes question a lot because now it's got to do a lot with the person's personality. And once you learn that this is where our generation is currently at, and our generation is in that New Zealand calls on television a one house approach, right? Then you learn that in a one house education, you would be introduced to Ribea Elise, the office person. You would be introduced to Ribea Elise, that loves a bit of all over the placeness. And you would be introduced to Ribea Elise that is now a little bit of fashion. It might not be so much fashion because my fashion is not that loud when I dress, right? But my fashion is an educational fashion season that starts somewhere and that walks a journey with you, right? So it's on what would you wear on a Saturday? What would you wear on a day on the beach? What would you wear on a day out? What would you wear to an event? What would you wear to your wedding day? And you scroll on AWOKH Instagram fashion page and you say, okay, on a day out or a wedding event, let my bridesmaids wear Ribea speech birthday dress because that's a bridesmaid dress. And then you get to know Ribea Elise, the person on AWOKH page and on Ribea page. And then you get to your party, your 40th party, you say, okay, let's order Ribea Elise's white shirt and a jeans with that looks nice for maybe a birthday party. And you get to our Christmas event, you get invited to an event. Oh, we love the red dress, but we might love it in a different color, but that might be an event dress and a professional event dress or matric ball dress for the young children. And that is where we are at with our AWOKH fashion. So it's very structured in taking a journey with our followers and our viewers and our listeners that listens in, and with our clients, right? So what all that AWOKH fashion are structured to do, you get then onto the podcast and you get to know Ribea Elise in a different listening kind of a room, right? It's a listening room. So it's a room that you would find yourself in having to listen to what does the person have to say to get to know the person a little bit rather than getting to know the person in person. So when you listen into the cast, you would get to know a little bit of what the career is all about and what the years. We get to HR 2023 on our Facebook page, and we get to listen more into on a professional leadership level. How does the person listen? How does Ribea listen? How does Ribea Elise explain certain circumstances? And what would Ribea Elise do in a professional office environment? What all that AWOKH business is doing now in season. If Ribea has to be in an office, business, educational environment, who would be the Ribea Elise in that environment? And that are being introduced on our Facebook page, AWOKH, AWOKH underscore. Instagram fashion page are AWOKH underscore. That's the fashion education and the fashion journey that we walk our fashionista through. And then we present a little bit of a food, in-house food here. So that is just everything about us. It's nothing out. It's not your celebrity person. It's your normal person that now is also now doing that they love, right? And that is, we have the cooking website now available that you can. We have the cooking website now available that you can also view in, and it's on AWOKH. The website is on wordpress.com. It's AWOKH4 and then .wordpress.com, right? www.awokh4.wordpress.com. That is where all our cooking recipes are on. And there's some cooking videos now on our YouTube that we have there while we are really preparing the website. That is AWOKH in the cooking environment. That is for all our catering businesses. Yes, there's some platter designs that we have there. We know on our page Ribea Instagram, there's some platter designs that we do for people who's in catering and who has to go and cater at weddings, events, and at parties. There is our picnic that we did 2020. Our picnic that we did 2022. So we have that the platter setting available for picnic parties, and that you can view on our website. We have our picnic design, our beach picnic designs available for people that wants to book catering businesses for beach picnics. And then we're just gonna still do our 2023 picnic design preparation that we would share that video also on our AWOKH website for catering businesses that follows our AWOKH cooking, our AWOKH food, our AWOKH picnic business and picnics, and for those wedding and event people that love to go through our photos. I know I've learned on YouTube, people shared some videos through to YouTube that sometimes people love our initiatives and they really design from our business AWOKH on Instagram and from our Facebook AWOKH photos. So we are really trying to do what Ribea Elise would prepare on a picnic day. And then fashionista and photographers can work from our photos there. That is that, everyone, for AWOKH's love and kindness. That's for AWOKH good love and kindness, and for what we are busy with AWOKH business. AWOKH book, we really don't want to talk on that. We can cheer only on it yet. Because we are not yet publishing. We are not yet even thinking of publishing. I know we were in a rush in 2022. When we traveled to England in 2014, we did our photo for our AWOKH. 2013, we did our photo for our AWOKH book, and I did my nails and I did the AWOKH book cover, and I really prepared the AWOKH design in 2017 years, and the AWOKH front cover design, and in 2021 I really thought that I would really already publish the first book because I want to publish the book in editions, and that was in 2021 already. And I'm so much busy with so much add on to the 2021 edition that I wanted to publish that I had to set the time apart really financially to have the 2021 edition available rather in a 2024 edition. or in the 2025 edition, and then take it from there with the publishing of a book. So I know I've shared on my Instagram page at Ribea already that we are ready for publishing, but really after really working through the AWOKH, what I represent and what I was introducing to in 2022, then I really thought, let's leave it at that, because there's so much questioning, and the journey already started in 2013 when I took a vacation to my sister in England, and I took the front cover photo, and I know exactly the presentation required and what I want to present, right? When I published the very first, and then I know it has to be everything about that season. So I traveled to her in 2017, and we did, and that's when I was introduced to makeup in that season, when my sister took me to Mac store and they did a whole makeup season with me, and they did the whole nail season. And I know before that I didn't worry about nails. People were already doing false nails, and I was not worried about it. And my sister took me on that whole journey in England, and while we went through the whole journey, I realized and I got introduced to that fashion me once again. And I always used to love fashion because you can Google my old Facebook page, Ribea Elise, right? And then you would see every Sunday I would have done a nice fashion photo. And I didn't realize that after I traveled to my sister in 2013. And then I learned, okay, so I really look good with all the makeup. And then I learned, oh, but actually, I love taking a Sunday photo, and people always love complimenting me. And I always share it on a Facebook page. And all these years, people were tuned in on that Sunday photo that I posted, or that fashion photo that I posted through to Facebook. And that's what really inspired me when I came from South Africa in 2019, 2020. And I thought, let me do this. I've been on this journey, and I've been through the makeup, and everyone gives me compliments about how good I look with the makeup and everything about that. And that's where the publishing of a AWOKH book and the AWOKH front page, and that's where I started with being introduced to Ribea Elise, the person, right? You always know yourself, but you get to know yourself a little bit better when you add on sometimes. And I had to get to add on a little bit of a makeup, and I had to get to add on a little bit of a false nails, and I'm not a person who would normally want to do that. And my sister introduced me to it, and I was very, 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 I was very fine with how with the makeup and how with the false nails, and I was still able to present myself. And that was a very, very fine season for me. And I'm really going to explain with that and being introduced to you in your different seasons with the very first book that we want to publish. And that is it for the cheer, and after that, everyone. Other than that, we're going to take a lovely day to the beaches, and we're going to do some good beach photos. It was raining in New Zealand a lot. New Zealand had a lot of rainy days. And now it looks like we're going to really enjoy the summer, because it's summer in New Zealand. So we're now going to really enjoy the completeness of the summer season, because I can feel that the hotness is coming through. The December, January, that January hot season is coming through. And we are really going to enjoy that together on the beach with our beach picnics and our picnic photos that we would design our summer season with a bug business and what would be Elise this year. Please like on our videos, everyone. If you view our videos, you listen to our motivational messages, please like on our videos. We would appreciate those like, praises, and those views. Thank you for everyone who viewed on Christmas Day when we were cooking. Yes, we really love the cheer on, and we love the inspiration that people inspire us when they press like and when they view our videos. We love that. So do that. And then let's quickly see our picnic area again. Our picnic blanket, right? I was really, really, really gifted this blanket when I was employed somewhere in New Zealand, right? And someone blessed me in the office, one office manager blessed me with this picnic blanket. And I was ever appreciative of it. So that's a vote for us. And the manager gave me this blanket, and I said, no, I can't take this. And I was on a temping assignment at the business. And the manager said, "No, take her, it's for you." And then I'm like, yeah. I'm very appreciative with that managers, with what the manager really, really, really. Let me just say a little bit more of that. It's a lovely picnic blanket with what the manager decided to share with me. Another thing, yeah, the manager that told me, it was a very nice manager from Philippines. They told me I had a Louis Vuitton purse. And then the manager came in and she's like, "You have a Louis Vuitton purse." And then I say, "Okay, is this Louis Vuitton or whatever is this?" And someone has sent me the purse, but it was not original. Because I know Ribea was not gonna have original of it. Who just wears what is really fitting me and really fine with me. And then I had the purse and the purse was on the table and the manager is like, "Original! You are an original Ribea, Elise. Who gave you this? Buy yourself an original Louis Vuitton." And at that moment I realized, and I know my sister loves the original of everything, right? And there I was like now being introduced to the original Louis Vuitton. And I was really, really, and she said, "You buy yourself original because you are an original. Remember that, never forget that. Sometimes you just buy, oh, even if it's one item," and my sister educated me that, even if it's one original item that you have in your closet, then you buy yourself that original and you hold on to that. This is like, it's very costly, but sometimes it's worth it. You are an original, always remember that. And that's what I hold on to. And she gave me this amazing piece. That's about that for our AWOKH goodie bag and for our AWOKH season. Would we want to enjoy our season with AWOKH fashion? And you want inspiration on fashion, you can send me an email and I would gladly present your design and I would gladly present fashion for any fashion business. So that is where AWOKH finds ourselves at. What the amazingness of fashion and us, and the amazingness of presenting fashion, we always allow ourselves to listen to our different seasons that we find ourselves in, being fashion presenters. Fashion presenters, where you present yourself and your opinion through any fashion season. What saying that, we are gonna prepare for our AWOKH fashion photos. We're gonna share in on our fashion photos for the summer season. So I'm really working and really preparing on those photos to share on our AWOKH fashion page. With that, our AWOKH Insights and our website. Where we wanted to talk about, that is where we wanted to be at in season. Let me quickly share our look. What are we wearing today? Everyone is always about what are we wearing today. Let's quickly share what we're wearing in the complete wardrobe of. Let me quickly add onto our shoes and add on our design. It's very nice, it's springy, it's summery, it's the lovely season that we find ourselves in. And that we add our goodie bag. You add to your sloppies, you add to your swords, and we do that. Let me do a clearer photo of that quickly for everyone. And while we do a clearer photo of that, we share into how we present fashion during the summer season, right? let's quickly do a what are we wearing today. So remember, we are doing what are we wearing today quite often on our Instagram pages and quite often on our YouTube pages. And what are we wearing today? We did nails yesterday. We took nails off already. So what are we wearing today? We're just gonna quickly share on our fashion beachy look. For those people that's off to the beach, you're gonna want to wear this and you're gonna want to design. So what are we wearing today? Be Elise. We are kind on our fashions. So that's what we are wearing. Having a pair of slip flops. I think this pair we bought at Cotton On. Get a pair of slip flops. It's always nice to get a pair of sloppies by Cotton On, right? I know Cotton On is in a lot of the countries. You get a pair of these, it's nice and it's affordable. We always go into Cotton On to get a few beats. And that's where you get the colors of Ribea, Elise, right? Go through a Cotton On store and you will get the shorts that I'm wearing. You'll get my midriffy toppies that I'm wearing at a Cotton On store. We go through a Cotton On store also for our hats and for our AWOKH goodinesses that we want to add on. We go into a Kmart store for that, right? So that's where we are at with our beachy wear. Let me quickly just do that. Give us that. And that's our complete AWOKH fashion beachy moments with the bee in this. And that is where we are at. We're gonna do season. This is a lilac color. I've got my pink nail color on. I've got my pink nail color on. I've got my glasses on. And you get your hoodie on. And you really, really enjoy the fashion season with the fashion look with us. It's nice, it's presentable, it's fine. And you would love just wearing something that you love wearing, right? And that is where we are at and what we are doing for Boxing Day, everyone. Have an amazing season with our business, what will be Elise.